everybody good with that?
I don't understand how to do it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, everybody get that?
Yeah,
We should have gotten x plus 2 and 3x plus 5. Yes?
But
What?
I can't figure out how to do it the way that I just did it before doing it with this first. I don't know
Oh,
what happened.
can you look in your book? That's why we have our notes. Okay? Those there, you know what? I can appreciate that factoring, especially with the numerical coefficient, is challenging, and it's one of those detail things. And so that's why I made sure that you write it down and you have access to it. Please check your work. Okay, so if we now want to know what would the solution be for this? Solve that by factoring. What did you get? I'm looking for the solution. If I have an equation, can I set this up equal to 0? So x is going to equal what?
-2.
Yeah, so I know that I could set this up as x plus 2 equals 0, or 3x plus 5 equals 0, and this one is x equals a -2, or what?
X equals
-5/3.
Wait,
Okay?
that's
All right? So does everybody understand the concept of zero products? The principle of zero products means that one of them equals 0, and so if this equals 0, or we're looking for what? Where the parabola crosses, so it's at a -2. Is that right? A -2 or and 5/3 is what? 1 and a 2/3. So it's at a -2 and a -1/3. So
in my notes, it says do it the way that I did it.
okay. And is it fairly narrow?
Yeah.
Okay, why is it narrow? Okay, because our leading coefficient, isn't that our A? Doesn't A control the opening or the wideness of your parabola? Okay? All right. Is this method going to be convenient all the time? No. Okay, and we're going to learn yet another way to solve for x. When this isn't convenient, or when this isn't convenient, because remember, when we graph this, is this an exact answer, or when we graph it and use our calculator, is that an approximation? That will be an approximation. So we're looking for more precise values. Okay. 1, 2, let me see. All right, let's try this next problem. Everybody see that one? Let's solve for x squared minus 10x minus 14 by factoring. We have a numerical coefficient there. What should we be thinking? Say that again? Find the greatest common factor. And does 4, 10, and 14 have a common factor?
Yes.
The common factor would be what? 2. Okay, so I know I'm going to pull that 2 out. And then what do I need to do? Okay, and then I need to solve it the way you do it. But remember, if there's a leading coefficient, don't forget that you have to multiply your A and your C term. So I'm looking 2 times 7, -7 is a -14. I'm looking for the factors of 14 that when combined will give me what? A -7. So the factors are going to be what? A -5 and a -2, when I combine them, will give me a -14. I'm sorry, I did that wrong, sorry. I was thinking of something else. It was, can't be, one of them has to be positive and one of them has to
Yeah,
be negative, right?
it's 7 and
Right, so it'd have to be a positive 7, or no, sorry, wait. Negative 7 and a positive 2 will give me what? A negative 7x and a positive 2x will give me a negative 5x. Okay, is everybody good? So this times this will give me a negative 14, so it was a negative 7 and a positive 2. Yes? Is everybody okay from that point? Kayla, you good?
Yeah.
You good, Irene? Renee?
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody good with that? Get there your way, or whatever? You ready? Anybody not ready? Everybody okay? Yes? Eli, you good back there? Okay, good. So, and in this case, I can say, what happens to this 2? Do we need to concern ourselves with that? Is that influencing our x's?
No,
We're
because
saying
you're
no.
making the x's so that what's in the parentheses is 0.
Right.
Becomes 0.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. Okay, good. All right, so that's the lesson. I mean, I think since we did so much work with factoring previously, this should be pretty much of a no-brainer, and that's why I did spend time doing that. Okay, so let's start with problem number 20. We have about 10 minutes. I'll give you your homework. The homework includes problem number 20, but I thought that we would start with 20 so that we would have an idea of how to attack it, okay?